What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bastrin here, and today I'm going to be talking about something that happened yesterday. It's going to be a good one, but hopefully you enjoy the gameplay in the background. I am shredding on BO4, okay? BO4 is such a fun game. I love it so much. I love, oh my god, I love the game so much. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking about my experience on the Rajj Patel show. The way it goes is there's 4 girls, okay? 4 girls, 1 in each corner, okay? And then the guest, which is you, essentially, will go in the middle, and then, well, this particular one, basically, you have to fight to stay on until the show ends. And, well, yeah, that's really how it goes. And you talk about, everything from, you know, relationships and everything that, you know, pertains to that, to politics and just random stuff. So I've known about the show from a couple other people, and I've seen clips on Twitter and stuff, so I had to tune in to one of the streams a couple days ago. And it was just fun to watch. It was fun to see what they're going to talk about next and say next. It was just cool. So after all of that, I wanted to get on the show. I really wanted to experience it and just talk about a whole bunch of random stuff with the people on there. And, well, I did not know how to get on. Because there's no, like, you know, certain way, essentially, how you get on. You gotta talk to a couple people, and, you know, finally, I was able to get in contact, with the right people, and then I finally, was able to get on for the show that was going to be happening the next day. Because if you guys don't know, TwitchCon is coming up, and all of them people are going to TwitchCon, so they're, you know, trying to make sure they get the most shows out before they go to TwitchCon, because, yeah, you can stream at TwitchCon, but, like, it's not your normal streams, you know? So the next day came, which was yesterday, and, yeah, I got hit up to be the first one on. I was like, oh, no, I'm the first one on, and I'm like, oh, man. And basically, they, put me up to the task of being the first King of the Hill to be on there from start to finish. I don't think I explained exactly what the show is. So basically, there's 4 girls, you know, you're in the middle, and, you know, you talk about whatever, but the actual main point is to see if you can survive on the show, longer than everyone else, which technically, I checked, I did. I actually did. I stayed on the longest, even though I wasn't the last. But that's besides the point. I'll talk about how I got kicked off, all that mess. But, yeah. Basically, they vote you off or vote you to stay on, and you have to go against other people that end up coming on. And, yeah, that's essentially it. So there's, like, a whole process, okay? You have to talk to this guy, you have to talk to that guy, then they have to, like, check your camera, check your, mic. Yeah, you have to, you know, just check everything and make sure that everything's good and ready for the stream. I thought that was cool, by the way, because usually people just kind of wing it, and this ain't like a winged thing. It's actually like kind of like a little process. So that is really cool. So I'm sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting, and then eventually my time comes to pop up on the show. And they wanted me to, you know, tell a little bit about myself, like, you know, what do I do on here, you know, how old I am, where I'm from, what's my name, all that mess. And then, you know, that's when it happens, you know, that's when it starts, you know. So the girls immediately come in with questions, you know, about this, about that. I mean, you can watch the archive. I'll leave it in the description, but you can watch the archive. But, yeah, they're you know, asking me this, asking me that, and they're questions that I usually wouldn't talk about, you know, and it's just crazy, because, like, I'm like, whoa, I'm saying all this stuff in front of thousands of people. There was, like, max, like, 10K people in there at one point, and I was just like, whoa, yo, like, whoa, like, this is insane, but it was so fun. So they ended up keeping me after that little talk that we had, and then after that, they bring on the first guy to try to knock me down, and, well, I'm sorry to the guy, but I knocked him down. I don't know exactly what they're talking about, because they're talking about a whole bunch of things. I know they're talking about, like, beer and stuff like that, and one of the girls were like, you don't like beer? It's like, you know, we no, Now I'm just like, oh my god, this is just funny, yo. And then, the guy was sitting there saying, like, he was like, why do I think I'm better than King of Hill? because, well, you know, I can sing to you. And then, you know, I'm sitting there trying to fight for my spot, so I'm like, okay, in what regular life are you just gonna randomly pull out a guitar and start singing to, you know, your girl? You know, like who does that? Like, on a regular basis, who does that, you know? And then, like, Rajj was like, you know, he got some point. And I'm like, yes, let's go. And then I got picked. Again, so I was like, let's go, knocked one down. Now the second one, a lot of people called me a snitch, okay? Now I want to explain myself because, well, I don't have time to sit there and explain myself, you know, on the stream and all of that. But, basically, when I was going to get on the show, I talked to this one guy. He kind of helped me get on, not gonna lie. And, you know, I actually talked to him. He's really cool. He's really awesome. We're talking about a whole bunch of things. And then, you know, the next day happened, you know, for the stream. Well, he was one of the guys that was going to try to knock me off. Well, you know, in this show, you're trying to stand as long as possible. And, well, the guy came in with a lie to begin his run. And, well, I'm not going to sit there and, you know, take an L just because, you know, he's lying. Like, I'm not going to sit there and, you know, get kicked off the show because someone else lied. Like, you know, if you lie, you're going to get caught eventually, and, you know, he happened to just, you know, get caught, like, right then and there. Because, basically, he said he had a girlfriend, to me, and then, on the show, he sat there and said he didn't have a girlfriend. And I'm not about to be kicked off the show because he lied. I'm not about to, you know, I'm not going to do that. And then, you know, saying a whole bunch of stuff, and then, yeah, people were just like, yeah, this, you know, really doesn't add up, you lied, all this and that, and then that's when, you know, I got, you know, picked again. But, like, I just want to say, like, one, it's a game. I'm not trying to, like, expose anyone or snitch or anything, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit there and lose because someone else lied, you know what I mean? And I just can't do that, you know? Because because if he was 100% honest, then, you know, I wouldn't have, you know, had to expose him, you know? That's the whole point of the show. That's why it's kind of like, you know, like, oh my god, you know? Like, that's how the show is, you know, so, like crazy and cool. Because, you know, things like that can happen. That technically, in my eyes, and in probably everyone's eyes, that was technically supposed to happen, you know what I mean? Like, something like that was supposed to happen. And I'm going to talk about, you know, a couple more things later on. But, yeah, that happened. He basically said he didn't have a girlfriend, but then, like I was like, no, you're lying, because you do have a girlfriend, because that's what you told me. But yeah, I mean, I didn't want to snitch. I wouldn't have said it in any other context, but in that context, I'm not gonna get kicked off the show because he lied, you know? So that guy ends up getting kicked off, and I get to retain my spot as King of the Hill. And, well, the guy next is wearing a cow costume. Now, any other month, I would have been like, this guy's weird, but it's, you know, Halloween month. It's really close to Halloween, so I didn't really think of anything of it. I thought it was funny. But, you know, he got into an argument with one of the girls on there. And I'm talking about a full-blown argument, okay? They were literally yelling at each other, cussing at each other, saying whatever, trying to get under each other's skin. And they were just going at it. I'm like, let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. They're going to argue and they're going to kick him off. And then, yeah, they were talking about politics. Now, that is when I got quiet. I was kind of quiet already because I want to let him, you know, make his stance and all that. I want to be respectful to him and all that. So, I was going to be quiet. I was going to let him, you know, do his thing. But when they're talking about politics and all that, that's when I got quiet. Because I remember the one time I talked about politics, I got chewed out. And it doesn't matter who you side with, what you believe in. Someone's always going to disagree. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to sit there and talk about politics. There's no way I was going to talk about politics. So I was quiet. And I think that was one of the things that really hurt me in the end. But I really couldn't do that, even for myself. Like, it's not worth it, you know? But yeah, they were arguing. They were, you know, saying really mean stuff to each other. I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna win. And then when it came time to vote, the guy was like, so, he was like, so Contender, why do you think you were better than King of the Hill? And the dude even said, he was like, oh, nothing, but, I don't remember exactly what it said, but I know he said, oh, nothing, probably nothing. I was like, hey, thanks, bro. I was just kind of like, you know, thanks. But, yeah, I ended up getting kicked off because the one girl was like, you know, I like a challenge. I'm like, a challenge? You guys were, I was sitting there thinking to myself, you guys were arguing for I don't know how long, and you guys weren't, like, you guys were debating, but not, like, you know, in the reasonable way, you know? Like, I was like, how? I thought she was gonna pick me. I was just like, she picked him? They're literally arguing, you know? Like, they were going at it to the point where I thought they would never want to see each other again, so I was just like, thank God. And then when she picked him, I was just like, what? And then, yeah, the two others voted, and then the one actually voted for me. So, thanks to the one that voted for me, but, yeah, I got kicked off. I could see why he could stay on there, though. That was a really good, you know, argument that he had, and, all that. It was just entertaining, so that's the whole point of the show, is to entertain. And, even though I feel like I entertained enough, you know, I was able to kick off two people, and, you know, state my sides, and state my opinions, and all that. That guy really stirred up the pot. So I can definitely, you know, hand off the hill to him, and not be mad. But, yeah, it was a fun experience. It was so freaking fun. I had an amazing time. I would love to do it again. Oh my God, I would really want to do it again. Yeah, I don't have any other way to say it. Like, that was fun. Just talking about really whatever, you know, seeing the arguments. It's just awesome, yo. I really had a fun time. Raj, thank you so much for, you know, having me on. To the ladies, thank you, for having me on as well. And sorry to the, two guys that I took down, and, congratulations to, the guy that took me down. But, yeah, guys, yeah, that was my experience on the Rajj Patel show. It was fun, though. It really was. But guys, if you want to see another video, click right here. If you want to subscribe, click right here. And, yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.